Welcome back, MTG Joe here, and we're going to be testing out some Jeskai control. So I played a slight variation of this in the early streamer event. It's probably one of the two decks I'm interested in testing out some more on ranked. So I did play a bit of the Dimir Flash list. I'll show that deck as well. But with all the Luros going around, that matchup's actually really hard. I tweaked it more removal based, but a heavy aggro is usually a problem for flash decks. So this one's a Jeskai control list, kind of spearheaded with Narset of the Ancient Ways. So Narset lets us ramp for non-creature spells and gain life. Down tick, you could discard something and deal damage equal to its CMC to a creature or planeswalker. And then an emblem of whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you get to shock something. So I cut 3 mana Narset. I kind of rearranged some of the removal with a lot of small creature decks like Luros, stuff coming back from the graveyard. Exile is really relevant right now in Scorching Dragonfire, plus I like that it hits planeswalkers as well. So we have Omen in the Sea, Scorching Dragonfire early. Then Teferi, and then I'm trying to absorb in the main. We have 6 sweepers, some Elspeth Conquers Death, and then I want to try out both Typhoon, Sharknado, and kind of as a threat, and then sometimes you can play it as an enchantment. And then I cut down to 3 Yidaros to make space for some of the early removal, and I was quite impressed with the Jeskai Ultimatum, so I'm playing that. 1 castle, one white castle, 1 blue castle, and then the Trinomes. I'll be with you in a sec, Max. I'm just doing deck. And then some Grafdigger's Cage. This turns off all the Cat Oven Luros decks, but it also turns off Yidaro or Gyruda decks. Getting used to all these new Godzilla names. Some Devout Decrees, some Aether Gusts. I'm doing 6 more counter spells on the side, and then some Heliod's Intervention. I want to see if we want to maybe put Legion's War Boss. I also want to see main board if we do want a Dream Trawler. So I'm going to play some matches and see how it goes. We took a bit of a hit last night playing. I was trying to tweak. So this is, I won't play it today. We'll play it probably tomorrow. But this is my updated version of Dimir Flash. So 7 removal spells main to kind of deal with all the early aggressive threats. We were just getting weird matchups, like 23 lands, never hitting like more than 2 lands in games. Let's play some control. So we'll play some games of this, see how it goes. Hey Max, thanks for stopping by. We're going to be playing Jeskai Control today. Flash will probably be another day. I wanted to test this one out. I played I think I'm 2-4 with the Flash list. Sounds good. So the good things with Narset, you can discard extra copies. Also in matchups where your sweepers aren't relevant, you can also discard those. Okay, opponent mulliganed. They're on Temur. So I think we just go Trinome first. I don't know what flavor of Temur they're on, so I want to save the Scry for when it's relevant. Could be Flash. There's a lot of the Wilderness Reclamation Flash decks. They're just adding in Shark Typhoon to it. Yeah, it looks like a Flash build. So main board, they're going to have the advantage unless we can hit a Teferi, but they were on the play. I actually don't mind the Castle Ardenvale here. I think we keep it. It gives us something to do to hold up our mana. Okay. I don't particularly want to jam Tef into open mana like this. They likely have a counter, so I want to bait out first. Shark Typhoon's probably fine. Okay, they spiral here. This matchup will get better post board. We have the vetoes. So I don't particularly want to tap out here. So I think we're just going to Sharknado. They're missing second green from like a Night Pack Ambusher. So I think we just block here. They drop wreck. I think now we try to jam Tef. They could have Thassa's intervention here. Okay, so they're playing Negates main. Our deck being more tap-out control is a bit of an issue. The Absorb is a nice follow-up play. So we're going to get a 4-4. And then I want to try to jam Narset and have Absorb up. The cycling you can't counter, so it's a nice way to play around it. Okay, they go Uro. Oh, I should have Scorching Dragonfired it. That was a misplay. If I held full priority with it on the stack, I could have Dragonfired it, and then it would have died. It would have exiled instead of going to the graveyard. I think Night Pack is fine. Let that resolve. Okay, so we got another Narset. This Conquer's Death's not great. I really wanted to hit a land there. Land stops us from being able to actually do our thing. Because we could have played out an Narset and then still held up Absorb. They're doing this before the untap. Wow, they let their guards down. So I think they messed up, unless the trigger's going on the stack. No? Okay. So I can try for a land, which I think is what we want to do. And then just play out the Conquer's Death. We have Teferi. I think we still want to land. Perfect. This lets us get our Teferi back that's in the yard. Just pass the turn. Very odd sequence from them. I think they misclicked, but we'll take it. Attack. So I'm going to cast Narset here. If they want, they can counter it, but we can get it back. Sweet. So this is a matchup where Gusts basically all this in. The intervention's also interesting. So I think we take out the Shatters, we take out the Clarions. I don't see us casting the Ultimatum. The cycling was good. Conquer's Death. Probably. Conquer's Death's probably fine. Scorching Dragonfire. Cut down a couple of those. And just run it like... Yeah, we can run it like this. Just play more at an instant speed. Still win with these. Can get back stuff that way. Narset getting hit by Mystical Dispute's a little rough. Keep this. Probably an opt. Spectral Sailor. Okay, so we do want the cheaper spells coming in then. I forgot these lists usually side into it after. So I could take them off this. Doesn't feel too bad. I think we do. Takes them off the play. They either have to redraw it, potentially hitting a land, hitting a land, which they did. Okay, so they had the dispute. Probably just... So I can Teferi... I think we jam Teferi again. Do they have another dispute? Okay, they had the double dispute. Let's just Narset here. Are you kidding me? Their hand has literally been triple dispute. We have a lot of life in hand right now. So I'm not worried about these 1 points of damage a turn. I think I'm going to cycle the Trinome on end step. Then we can cycle this. Okay, we got more counters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope. I want to be able to absorb as well. Okay. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm doing this. To bait them. Yeah, they can like Nightpack Ambusher here. And then I could Elspeth Conquers Death it. They might also just be trying to draw a card. Gives me a buffer. So I do want the Dragonfires in if there's a game 3. I'm just gonna keep them off. They've been missing line drops, so let's just prevent them from drawing anymore. Hey Gregan, this is match 1, game 2. We took down the first one. Opponents kind of stumbled on lands, but they started their draw triple Mystical Dispute. If we hit another land, we can start doing some stuff, but until then, we got all the answers in the world. Ooh. Lack of blue mana is kind of problematic here. I think we still just do absorb here. Didn't realize we only had 2 blue sources. Okay, so they hit a wreck. I think we need to force it through. Now we're in a bit of trouble. We just didn't draw really any. We drew all reactive spells, but nothing to really use our mana for a couple turns. Now they got the Ambusher. We took out our sweepers. Yeah. They don't really need to commit anymore to the board. Okay, so we need to tweak our board plan a bit. I actually think Narset's probably too slow in this matchup. We're going to win with these. So let's go like this. Go the Dragonfires. I might go down that. Probably want 2 shatters. Maybe get rid of Conquer's Death. How do we do this? I want all the counters. Maybe just like this. Like they stumbled on lands, but at that point their hand was pretty stuck. We didn't put pressure on them and they were able to get out of it. Nope, early interaction, but I think we're okay. This Yidaro cycles. The rank ladder has also been like really weird since the set came up. I was playing nothing against Gyurda decks, so I play Flash. Then I play nothing against aggro. Or nothing but aggro. So they multi 4. Let's see if we could punish them. So then I play a control deck with sweepers. And then I never play... Then we play something with a bunch of counter spells. Veto is nice. I'm gonna make a shark token for one, I think. It cycles itself, trying to find some more interaction. Perfect. Perfect. So I think we shock to make it think like we have counterspell. So I'm okay with this. If they get Night Pack, Ambusher, I can block it. Okay, they just Growth Spiral. This puts a fast enough clock. Sharknadoes have been good. It's fine. Just take out the sailor here. I don't think we force anything until they move. I can Omen, because I only have one counter spell. If I had more counter spells, then I'd do this, but don't particularly want. And there's some rationale. They probably take like a land. They can't Uro anyways. Teferi's great. So I'm going to jam Teferi here. Because if they have a threat, they have to drop it now. Then I could bounce it. If they have a counter spell, it just gets it out of the way. Okay, they go Brazen Borrower. Sure. Okay, they've used a lot of resources here. I think we tap line go. That's what we wanted to do, catch him with that. Want to cycle so we have the most information in case I draw like Teferi. Trinome can help us dig. Don't particularly... Yeah, maybe we just go Narset, start upticking. They only have one card left in hand. I think we go Narset here. Just try to get the ultimate off.
Let me help you practice.
Actually, I'm gonna keep the Trinome in hand, just in case we need to cycle it. Okay, sweet.
Breathe in. Exhale.
They can flash and Brazen Borer, it's fine if they want to attack Narset. Save this. If they play Wilderness Wreck, we can force some mana out of them. They're also just at 6 life.
I can feel your anger.
You pay extra money for the style art and then it doesn't even have the thing. We'll cycle here. Absorb's a great draw. I'm gonna just kill the Brazen Borer here.
Meditate with me.
I've liked the Dimir Flash, but it's frustrating against aggro. Gyurda's fun when it goes off, but I think this one, I don't like feeling helpless in games, so I like control because you usually have answers for everything, whether it be board wipes or what have you. So we can cycle here. We're one Godzilla away. What have you been playing, Gregian? Any decks stand out to you? Oh, actually, the Black-White Aristocrat style decks have been awesome. Even like the budget version. Okay, so we just got answers for days. Gain a bunch of life.
Let me help you practice.
So here I can just make tokens as well. I think we just counter the Night Pack. I don't want to lose my Narset. They could have something like Scorching Dragonfire. Bye, Felicia. Sweet. That worked out pretty well. Alright, up to 98. I really liked Sharknado. Felt very flexible in this build. Heliod's Intervention were fine. I think we're okay. I think I might want to test out maybe going up, getting rid of these, going up to 4 of these. So we cut 3, go up 1, go a Dream Trawler, go another Elspeth Conquers Death. Probably run another game or 2. I really like the flexibility of this just being an early threat that we could bring in. Alright, I'm probably gonna... you're currently playing Sealed in Draft. Yeah. Actually, what I'm gonna do... I'm gonna just reset the client. Because the control games tend to go pretty long. I don't want to play like another half an hour game right now. I'll test out one of the budget decks that I've been working on. See how it goes, just to add a little bit more to the stream. And then I'm going to come back with some more budget content. I know it did well and a lot of people liked it, so let's play. Where are you? Actually, I really like this deck, the Is It Seas deck. That's best of one's probably just a cesspool of aggro. Is It Seas? I gotta bring in the Gruul Dinos deck. The problem, so I imported like a bunch of decks for the early streamer event, and then they're all on the VIP client, so I have everything on Aether Hub. I gotta port it over. Even this like Jeskai list, I just brought it over before the game started. Can probably do like Temur Song of Creation Seas as well. Snap Keep. I was also thinking of doing this in the Jeskai control deck, because then you could blink your Omens and your Teferis and stuff. These decks are usually elementals. I think we want lands. So depending on what they play out next turn, I'm either going to go... They have Growth Sparrow? Yep. 5 mana, turn 3. Yeah, depending on what they come out with, I'll go... Royal Scions. Just because it's reoccurring. If they have a creature, then I'll go Radical Idea Opt. Hey, Master Chief. We took down Temur Rec with the Jeskai deck. Went for about 33 minutes the game. So, just kind of playing one more quick one here. This match is probably pretty rough, game 1. Especially Scamping Scorcher. We don't really deal well with the go wide decks. So Rael's probably our best bet to catch up. We can at least block. How's it going with yourself, Master Chief? Yeah, so that's like the main reason I built Flash, and then I haven't hit a single Gyruda deck. I've just been playing. I played last night Flash. I played 6 games, and I think 5 of them were against Luros Aristocrat decks. So they're blanking their board here. We're gonna have a tough time just dealing with the go wide. So I think what we have to do here, use this as a distraction.
Courage is the greatest virtue.
Aye, with the knowledge my answers lie in the cold truth.
I don't know just yet. Maybe in like Legacy you might see it. Just cause it's a little bit more chaotic of a format. Luros, like, you just need Shock, and you could take out Luros. Grafdigger's Cage stops both those decks, and having played Gyruda, like, on stream and then some games before, like, I've lost to myself playing Gyruda more than I've lost to the opponent. Yeah, I haven't played too much Flash, so this is an Aether Gust match. Sorry, just let me sideboard and then we'll chat again. Dispute's also interesting. Do I want Lava Coils? Probably Lava Coils over Shocks. Let's get rid of Maximize Velocity. Riel also doesn't seem like she's doing much in this matchup. I don't think this is a Royal Scion matchup either. I think what we want to do is just play out Dort, and kind of go from there. If we get like curb stomped quick with this, I'll play a game with Dimir Flash. Yeah, Nisa's just kind of been replaced by these bigger decks. So this is kind of what we want. Sprite Dragon that we might be able to go unchecked. Let's hope they don't have turn 1 Arboreal Grazer in their 80 card deck. I still think I hate playing Wilderness Reclamation the most. I've actually... You have an 80 card deck. How do you always have a Boreal Grazer on 1? So we need to make this bigger. I should probably fix the mana in this deck. I actually like playing this deck, so I wouldn't mind. Okay, so they missed their land, which bodes pretty well for us. I'm gonna play out the land like this, just because I can Mystical Dispute and Aether Gust potentially. Yep. So we're gonna do this. And then I'm gonna Thrill away. Most of them don't use Mothra. The one that just won the recent tournament over the weekend, it plays Luros main, and then the curve's a lot lower. It's actually probably a little bit more budgety. Alright, let's get attacking. Opponent's not resolving anything. Even the budget, I did the Master Chief, the budget black-white, it doesn't have Mothra in it. It's just got 2 Luros main, 3 Midnight Reapers, and 3 Woe Striders. It's actually annoying because you are not. We can just get bigger than this. The question is, I think we just Aether Gust the Risen Reef. Nah, I don't care about that. I'm just gonna radical idea. Our dude's gonna get big enough now. If they have agent, then I can't really do much against the agent. I'll take the block here. They are at 7 mana. So it could thrill the cliffs away. I think I'm going to do this now just in case I get a removal spell. Glad you enjoyed it. I'm going to hold off on the Blitz Raptor to take it out afterwards. Yeah, I like playing the budget decks. It's a fun constraint when you're actually trying to think through some of the lines. I wonder what's in their hand. They have 7 mana. They have double red, double blue, triple blue. Aether Gust. I'm gonna do this first. Yeah, I think Lava Coil's fine. Just play this out again. I could have held the opt to trigger this again, but it's fine. Opponent doesn't really seem to be doing much. How about you take another turn, opponent? Let's just play this game. You do not get a Luna. Ooh, and a Dispute on top. They'll try it again. We'll dispute it. You know what? Let's just make him do this, because then it stops them and they're going to draw it again, and then we just dispute it. I'm probably just going to get rid of this Lava Coil too. We can up the clock pretty fast. Don't want the lands. Perfect. This puts us on a 2-turn clock. Shouldn't matter. And this is just when we tempo them. I love this deck. It's so good. For those of you just swinging by, we wrapped up Jeskai Control. Had a long game, so we're just jamming some budget as it sees. Probably the same. Do I want the shocks on the play? Probably. I think we run it back. It's the same one from the other day, AK Mage. I forgot to update the mana. I actually like this deck. I built the non-budget version of it, and I dislike it. I enjoy this version a lot more. This hand is good. Hold up permission and card draw. They don't have a turn 1 Arboreal Grazer. That's fine. Want to try to hit him on more impactful things. We can catch the arrow on the way down. They want to cast their companion now. It's not really value add. Jeskai was good. We bet Temur Wreck. We played Shark Typhoon in the main in it, and it felt really good. I think we just slow them down. And then I'm just going to try to get these Drakes going. That's actually fantastic. Because this lets us attack in. And then hold up Disruption as well. I think we let Risen Reef resolve. Kind of just want to thrill the possibilities. That was pretty solid overall. Gonna do this. We have the Dispute up as well, depending on what they play out. They're missing land drops, so probably okay like this. If I draw another land, they go Aether Gust. That's fine. Technically could have countered it, but I think being conservative. Because now we can do this. Actually, we should have let it resolve and then done that, because it's going to be hard for us to attack through. You just count cards in graveyard. Because I only have 5 here. I'm going to want to exile this. Yeah, misplayed there. So what you do is you let it come in, trigger on the stack, then you bounce it. So if they put it on top, then they mill it over. Just get rid of this. Makes this smaller, but hopefully draws us into like Lava Coil or something. Okay, so we got the Aether Gust. I think we just do this again. Hit him for 5. Might have removal here. Oh, they just Growth Spiral. Okay, so for a cheap spell away, then this Blitz also turns on. They are going to get Uro back eventually. Just give me an Opt. That would have been nice if we had one more mana. Okay, Thrill of Possibilities works. Exile here. This card's very good for these decks. Being able to cleanly 1-for-1 answer a Cavalier of Thorns. Wonder if we side into these in Jeskai. So it's likely Uro. Maybe not. We'll see. This might be Nisa. Vivian. So Vivian could give its tokens reach. Could also down tick and then let search a library. It's actually good because now Mystical Dispute, and that should be the game. They can make a blocker, but how many rares is that 80 card deck? We took our 10, took them out. Alright, sweet. So again, yeah, the ones for people who are asking, I'll show you the Dimir deck that I've been working on. That'll probably be the next stream. Nah, I already got these. Need the other guys. So this is the version that I have right now for Dimir Flash. With all the early aggressive decks, I've opted to go 3 Tyrant Scorn, 4 Heartless Actimane, cutting down on a Sea Dasher. I'm kind of tempted to... I'm actually just going to make the change now. Cunning Nightbonder's been a little awkward. You generally want to go Brineborn on 2, and then this kind of forces you into weird spots. Also, the cost reduction in this deck's not super relevant, because most of your stuff is a single, like, it doesn't lower the Slither Wisp. Still working on the mana. It's a bit awkward. So I'm actually playing 3 temples for Trinomes to kind of accommodate for that. But we'll play this on the next stream. I'm going to wrap this one up. Going to make some dinner. Hope everyone staying safe out there. Appreciate you all for stopping by. And I'll catch you most likely tomorrow when we do some Dimir Flash. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great one.